Earth isn't just spinning, it's doing it at a mind-boggling 900 miles per hour. That's 1,500 kilometers per hour. And it does it every single day, completing one full rotation in just 24 hours. But what if our planet suddenly stopped spinning? What would happen next? In the blink of an eye, everything not attached to its surface would continue moving forward at 900 miles per hour. That includes buildings, trees, cars, people, even pets. They'd keep going forward, not to mention the shock waves that would destroy countless cities. Oceans would also keep rushing towards the poles, piling up to thousands of meters high before crashing back down. It would be the biggest mega tsunami in history, wiping out entire coastlines in minutes. And then there's air. The atmosphere would turn into a deadly storm with speeds reaching over 300 miles per hour. That's 500 kilometers per hour. Anything left standing wouldn't stay there for long. Winds like that would turn houses into flying debris, tearing them apart and scattering the wreckage across continents. But let's imagine that somehow you survived the initial chaos. Life as you know it would still collapse pretty quickly. First, time itself would stop making sense. Without Earth's rotation, 1 year would have only 6 months each of daylight and darkness. 6 months of daylight means 6 months of scorching sun. Areas near the equator where temperatures were already around 90 degrees Fahrenheit or 32 degrees Celsius would become unlivable. Imagine trying to cool down in those regions during a never-ending summer. On the other hand, the other side of Earth would face an endless winter. Places like Antarctica, where temperatures can reach negative 140 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 95 degrees Celsius, would become even more frozen wastelands. So the only places fit for life might be in the twilight zone between night and day. There, humans could maybe survive, but life as we know it would cease to exist. And that's not all. Gravity would also change, though it wouldn't be a huge difference. The centrifugal force created by Earth's rotation makes us feel slightly lighter at the equator. Without that force, gravity would pull us a bit more towards the core. Everything would feel heavier. You'd feel it instantly. It might not seem like much, but it would be enough to disrupt delicate systems like rivers, which could completely change course. Even walking would take some getting used to. Our muscles and bones evolved for Earth's current gravity and a little spin. Suddenly, it would feel different. It might not be as noticeable as in those sci-fi movies where astronauts have to learn to walk again on Earth after spending years in zero gravity. But trust me, you definitely feel it. Then there's the sky. If you look up at night, you'll notice that the stars seem to shift and change. That's because Earth is rotating beneath them. When the planet stops spinning, the sky would appear frozen in time. The stars would no longer move in relation to each other. It would be like looking at a photograph of the universe rather than living in it. But maybe the strangest thing about a non-spinning Earth is what would happen to days, nights, and years. Without Earth's rotation, days would last 6 months each. Imagine a summer lasting half a year with non-stop daylight. Then there'd be 6 months of winter. That's how 1 year would pass. Forget about seasons. They're gone. Days are either blazing hot or freezing cold. So goodbye to spring and fall, not to mention summer and winter. After a few months, crops would stop growing since they need regular day and night cycles. Food shortages would cause chaos. Animals would also suffer. Birds would lose their internal clocks, messing up their migratory patterns. So most species couldn't survive. Humans, however, are pretty adaptable. We could build underground shelters or maybe floating cities. Those might be our only chance to survive. So remember, the next time you watch the sun rise or set, think about how lucky we are. Every sunrise is a miracle, a reminder that our planet is spinning and giving us another chance at life. Without that, we'd be in big trouble. If you enjoyed this video, you'll love the next one. What if the moon suddenly disappeared? Until next time, explore more with our videos, and don't forget to follow for new adventures.